What is up, y'alls? Well, this is my first YouTube video I'm making since I have not played World of Warcraft for a good 14 years. Yes, the original game back when it was released in 2004. And oh, yes, I do have the original box. Now, I didn't play right in 2004, 2005, hence why it says Game of the Year, as you guys can see. But this was back like when they had the CDs, like back in the day. Man, the old game manual. But check this out, man. And they had, I think it was on it had like 6 discs or 4 discs back in the day. So kind of crazy, but I always kept it. But anyways, I have decided to come back for another round when they released World of Warcraft Classic in August. I couldn't be more excited for this. I played a undead rogue throughout all of vanilla. And really why I'm starting this channel is, I freaking love World of Warcraft. Definitely one of those people that kind of lost their life to it. I wouldn't say I could probably be a no life to it now, but I'll definitely probably be playing quite a bit when it releases. So I'm really hoping just to start producing, videos and content, specifically tailored to rogues in vanilla, going over the rotations that I use, talent points, really the list, can go on and on. But for me, I thought the first video, since I'm coming back, after 14 years, is, to get you guys to learn a little bit more about my journey before I actually played World of Warcraft, because I think I lived in the golden area of games. I remember the first game I ever played was Command and Conquer: Tiberian Sun. I don't know if any of you remember that game, but it was a real-time strategy game similar to StarCraft. It was so awesome. I remember my dad was playing on Windows 95, which is crazy. But that's what got me hooked on games. I just remember that was my first game, and then from there, ventured out and played my first Blizzard game, which was the original Diablo, and my first really RPG game. I fell in love with the genre. It was such a great time, and then from there, right around the same time, Age of Empires came out. The original title, I'm sure many of you remember that game, which was awesome. The Red Alert title, StarCraft, of course. And then from there, ventured up into Diablo 2. That was one game that I felt like I invested a ton of time in. As many of you know, Diablo 2, they hit it out of the park. It was such an awesome game. From there, after that, once Diablo 2 came out, of course, the expansion, you had Halo, and Halo 2 during that time. There was just so many good games. So, I definitely played both first-person shooter and, real-time strategy and the RPG. I liked them all. And then when this game freaking came out, it was all over. I remember my good buddy Bryce, we were playing actually Halo 2 one day, and we were on, I think it was a group of 4 of us that were on this, just doing a Team Slayer match, 4v4 on lockout, of course, right? And he's like, "Hey man, have you played this game World of Warcraft?" And I was like, "Is that game with the cartoon characters?" That was the go-to, because it had the weird graphics. And I was like, he's like, "Yeah man," he's like, "Dude, you gotta try it, man. It's freaking awesome. It's a freaking awesome game." And I'm like, I don't know, man. I'm enjoying Halo. He's like, "Dude, no, trust me. You gotta try this game." And so it was the summer. I'm 15 years old at the time, and my buddy Bryce and I, we actually go out and we go get a copy, and we got hooked on it. I remember I think we both made Tauren hunters to start. And I found in that game, it was the sweet spot when we first started, level 30. That was your peak of when you knew you're either going to like the class or not, because that's when you notice things were really starting to slow down. So I played a hunter, I think, to start. Then I played a mage. I was like, "Hey, I'm not really feeling that." But then as soon as I played the rogue, I was like, "Dude, this class is for me." So I played all the way up until 60. I rated Molten Core, I rated Blackwing Lair, rated AQ40. I didn't quite do Nax Ramas, mainly because when they released it, I'm sure as many of you know, Nax Ramas was only out for a couple months, and then Burning Crusade came out. So I didn't get a chance really to raid Nax as much, but I definitely did a ton of PvP, ton of world PvP. I had a few years of experience on the original Vanilla WoW. I've never played on private servers. I just played on the original. So I'm super pumped to go back and see what I can do. Of course, I love swords. As you can see from those clips that I played in the beginning, I had two High Warlord swords there, which was awesome. I mean, those things just hit like fucking tanks. But hopefully, at the end of the day, I mean, I'm super excited to start releasing more content specifically about rogues and some of my opinions about maybe World of Warcraft and where it's heading and maybe how that relates to rogues. I don't really know, but I wanted to just start making some videos. I have fun with it. I love the game, and these hopefully this can help somebody out there and you can find some value and what it offers. So appreciate you guys tuning in, and there'll definitely be some more videos coming soon. So peace, guys.